Greetings from the right coast. This is Mad Shad. Marvelous Marvin Haggard has died because of complications of the vax. 4 days after he had the Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky? I keep thinking that's some kind of, like, the Jabberwocky. It sounds like some kind of race from Star Wars. You know, like the little sand people. That's what I don't know. Whatever. Brain's not in it today. Marvelous Marvin Haggard passes away. I think he was 60, in his 60s. But I heard that last night. Countries all across the world have halted the vaccination because of blood clots. Clotting. Blood just not good. It's not good when your blood clots inside your body, especially if it gets in your head. Not good. Death can occur. Pinball spoke of Zelensky. Rules for radicals. We are seeing that played out to the T, to the letter. Words cannot express the pain and frustration. It's like watching a very bad movie. Like watching a very slow train wreck. A blood clot of the country. How could this happen? It's been happening for years. Now we see exactly what's going on, don't we? They are winning. They are winning. We are losing. Not fun. Not fun. Not fun where we're going. And geese attack. It's okay, it won't affect us. Walmart's still open. Stimulus checks still flowing. I never got one. I still have coffee. I still have cigarettes. There's still liquor, there's still beer, there's still chocolate. Soon that won't be anywhere to be found. No meat, no cheese. I like cheese. No eggs. No butter. No steak. No ground beef. No pork. No bacon. Only insect burgers, insect patties, and algae, I don't know, plant-based, insect-based. We are being groomed and have been groomed to be the master-slave race. Yeah. It's happening. It is happening. It's been happening. And we just didn't care. Oh, we still have our pew-pew. Yeah. That's an interesting concept. So you see, in siege warfare, we the people are on top of an island. We have a year's worth of food, water, and ammunition. Beans, bullets, band-aids. The enemy has surrounded us. And all they have to do is ensure that we do not escape. Trapped. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Kettled. Some of that woke riot terminology. Oh no, we're being kettled. Uh-oh. Meanwhile, the lefty socialist justice warrior group, starting with the A and the B, the Antifa and the Black Lives Matter, they are burning down things. Portland's been taken over. Now, there is pushback from Leo, law enforcement officers, to, kettle, detain, identify, and then release. So it's like a catch and release, and then they get a tag and they send them on their way. With a court date, or may or may not be whatever. So that was interesting to see, but it doesn't stop them. We know what stops them. We do. Everything is changing. Everything. And not for the better. Everybody now is a prepper. Everybody. The currency of the new millennium is bullets. Hope you invested wisely. But it won't save us. As said before in siege warfare, all you have to do is just encircle. Encircle the mountaintop make sure no one escapes, and if they do poke their head up, you pop it off. Meanwhile, taking your time and building a tunnel into the siege fortification, making sure that you are covered from all the high-powered scopes up there of we the people, because we do have high-powered scopes, don't we? And thermals, and there's a lot of shit out there. Yeah. And just wait. Just wait. Don't even get close. Just sit there for a year or two. And soon you'll see on top of that hill, they will see that on top of that hill, we will start to destroy ourselves because we're hungry, we're thirsty, we're almost out of ammo. Somebody might have one or two of those things hanging on to it for dear life because that's all they know. It's the only thing they have to survive. While the enemy is well rested and hanging out down at the bottom of the mountain. Just, yeah. Should be soon now. You know? And then when we, the people, are weak and beaten down and just starved and dying of dehydration, that's when they'll walk in. But they won't do it to kill us. No. Oh, no. 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 Although that does work in their favor. Less people are more easy to manage. Yeah. They'll walk in with a gun and a insect burger. Choose, is what they'll say. There might be some patriots that say, yeah, give me that one, please. But at that point, it doesn't really matter, does it? We are beaten, even though we got God's guns and bullets, gold and band-aids, and yeah, we got all that. Yet still, they are winning. It takes more than just bullets. It takes more than just violence. They've proven that. They have. And all they need to do is just pass a law. You can't do that. No. It is forbidden. Forbidden. Your papers, please. Right? That's all they gotta do. Because we are law-abiding citizens. We'll go along with it. We'll put on the mask. Oh, it's the law. I don't want to get arrested. Don't want to get in trouble. Okay. We listen to the government. What has the government done for you? Oh, they're giving you money. Yeah. They have ensured your complacency. They have ensured your loyalty. Where does your loyalty lie? Well, you gotta feed your kids. You gotta pay your mortgage, pay your rent. So yeah, okay. Meanwhile, trying to remember the statistic. Texas, at the Texas border, the past year or two, they stopped about 100,000 illegals. It took a couple years to get to that number from crossing the border. Most of them traffickers, gang members, things like that. In one day, they got over 100,000 at the border that they apprehended. They're setting up FEMA camps, tent cities in Texas. I'm sure Texas is not happy. And Texas has some of the best immigration Leos in the business. Even though there's a wall there, you just go around it. Oh well. Hundreds of people wearing Biden t-shirts and hats coming right across the border. Hey, how you doing? Invasion from another country. Poor, destitute, ridden with diseases upon diseases, and more viruses and diseases, and and more is coming. They are fundamentally changing this country. These people don't speak English. They don't even speak their own language. Really, they don't. Honduras, El Salvador, Mexico, they don't speak their own language. They speak something else. Just make up some words. They don't go to school. They don't have schools. So, yeah, helping them sounds good. Come on in. Millions of tons of food are being flown in. There is a convoy of C-130s and C-17s going to Texas to help these people. Yet March 1st, March is the year of the evictions. We are going to have more homeless people. It's going to be bad. They're going to be homeless, they're going to be hungry, and they're going to be desperate. Yeah, it's not going to be good. But there's hope. There is hope. There's always hope. Always. We can help each other out. We can open our homes, open our wallets, our checkbooks. We can open our pantries. We can reallocate resources. We can, but it in doing that destroys us and our way of life. It does. It really does. It really does. Soon, money. If you've saved up money, you got $10,000 in the bank, $20,000, you might be able to buy a loaf of bread. Taxes are going up. There's taxes on everything. Taxes. Isn't that why we started this country in the first place? Isn't that why we had a rebellion? We didn't like the king's taxes? Oh, I'm sorry. Taxation without representation. You see, that's the loophole. We have representation. Sure do, don't we? Yeah, we've seen that in the election. We got represented up the wazoo. Yes, sir. And ma'am. And whatever you are. whatever you claim to be. Pronouns. Gotta have these pronouns. What the fuck? Okay. The dictionary gets 600 new words. I thought about going through all those. Some words are just made up words. Some words are not even words. Some words are abbreviations. BPOC, BIPOC, TUPOC. What is an indigenous person of color? A black indigenous person of color. Okay. A trans-indigenous person of color. Tupac. Anyway. Finna. Fitting too. I'm fitting. I'm fixing. Young too. Alright. I mean, where are those words? Where's I? Where's young too? Where's round to it? You know, some of these words, you know. No, it's other stuff. Don't get me wrong, I study languages. I've seen the progression of languages. We've seen this back in the 90s too, with all the emojis and LOL and LL, Lamau and all that stuff. Burp, beer, burp. You know, we understand this. It's a different kind of language. Now, math is racism. See where we're going with this? It's just whole part of the plan to the enslavement of the human race. But we are the bloodthirsty giants of the world. We are. And there's always a way to counter strength. Always. Sun Tzu's whole book is based on that. Y'all never heard of guerrilla warfare? It's kind of like guerrilla warfare of the soul. Yeah. And as long as we are complacent and compliant, this will continue. Yeah. We are so worried about what other people are going to think about us. Oh, no, I'm not a racist. I'm a good white person. No, you're a racist. Just because they're white. I mean, whatever. Have you heard anything from the real white supremacists? The KKK, the Aryan Brotherhood? No. They I expected them to be marching around, carrying their flags and, shaving their heads or something, or whatever they do. Raping each other left and right. That's usually what they do. But not a one, not a peep. It's like there is none no more. They're gone. They left the country or something. They went into hiding. I don't know. Meanwhile, you've got pasty white rich people telling other pasty white rich people that they're racist. Usually they have blue hair and very pretty makeup for a guy. And there might be one or two black folks up in there. Yeah, you gotta have that. It's just amazing, isn't it? Yeah. Well, that is their plan, is to turn our lives upside down and turn everything into bizarro world. And all we have to do is just, I see nothing. Focus on our work, focus on our lives, focus on our family, and work towards that goal. Meanwhile, they're taking it away. They're taking away our future. Our future. We work towards the future. There is no future. There's only one future. Yeah. Total enslavement. That's right. You know it. We all know it. Yeah, we're just gonna let it happen. Yeah, there you go. Enjoy. It's not all for naught, though. Throughout history, when people have always been oppressed, there comes a point, a crescendo, where the people say, that's it, we've had enough. We're done, and you're done. And it usually doesn't take much at all to change everything. Change the oppressors. Because they don't want to fight. They're not fighters. At all. No, they're not. I mean, really. But they're smart. They know how to gain dominance and control through fear and intimidation and you know, just how to use our food and money against us and our laws. And we have allowed them to infiltrate every sector of our lives. Everything from the corporations to the coffee that you buy in the morning, to the gas, to the cars, to your clothes, everything. We have been funding them so that they can facilitate our destruction. Yep. But you gotta pay your taxes. You gotta buy. You gotta have coffee. You gotta have gas. I don't know what else to do. Yeah. We know what to do. We do. We just don't want to do it. Nope. Nobody wants to walk away from their family, walk away from their job, walk away from Wally World. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to live a hard life. And nobody wants to take up arms, even though we have them. We have the right to bear arms. Well, these are not bare arms. I don't shave, but mine are, this side is bare. But nor do I have grizzly bear arms. But anyway, we're not willing to do that. To just sacrifice everything and go, yeah, that's enough of that. Nope. If we ignore it, maybe it'll go away. That's an interesting concept. But you have to be able to ignore a lot. Oh, yeah. A hell of a lot. It's not going to be possible. The only thing that's going to work is if we don't. Everything will come to a screeching halt. corporations, businesses, charitable groups. There's a lot of charitable groups out there that are not so charitable. I learned this at the dump. There's a Salvation Army box. And you think, oh, okay, I'm just going to go to the dump and, I got all these clothes and shoes, I'm just going to throw them in there. It'll go to a needy family, a family in need or something, But it doesn't say Salvation Army on it. It's the colors, But in fine print, the guy showed it to me. This is a for-profit company. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, these guys, you donate. They in turn put it in their stores and resell it back. Hey, thanks for the free stuff. We're gonna make some money off of it now. What? It always boggles the mind that how a non-profit organization has CEOs and executive people that make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. I thought this was a non-for-profit corporation, a non-for-profit organization. Wow. I'm done. Me brain hurts. So, this is Mad Shad, encouraging you all to open your eyes. Get prepared, get trained, because it's a mad, mad world out there. And it's on your doorstep.